Today marks 30 years of being cancer-free. 30 years, my friend. I was thinking this afternoon, I've had a day of reflection and quiet celebration of just what took place 30 years ago. I had 3 surgeries on my neck for thyroid cancer. And the last radical neck one I had, as I was coming out of surgery, I was thinking about some of my thoughts. And I think I'll read a couple lines to you from my book, from Coffee Chats, 30 Devotions for a Broken to Beloved Journey. While I was relieved to be out of surgery, panic set in as I remembered the last words I heard before I went under in the operating room. Even though I was still groggy, I heard the words once again in my mind. "When you wake up, ma'am, you may not have a voice." The prospect of never speaking again filled me with a dread that could not be compared to anything I had ever felt previous to that. My thoughts were sporadically searching for hope. I prayed to God to let me have my voice. I promised him that I would use it for good in this world. Well, I took stock today of how I'm doing 30 years later. I haven't always. There's been times I've said things that I shouldn't have said, that I've regretted words that have come out of my mouth. He's forgiven me, and I just get back up and try again. But my heart is in the place to let my words speak life into people. And that's what I aim to do, as I'm a content creator on social media, on YouTube and Facebook Live, and I'm just honored for the privilege to speak to women and to encourage and inspire them to keep going no matter what happens in their life, to get back up if they've been knocked down. So I try to use my voice for good, and I'm so grateful and thankful that I'm 30 years cancer-free. Another thing I do is I go out and speak to ladies groups, and before I begin my talk, this is what I say to the group of ladies. I had surgery, and there was a good chance I could have lost my voice, and I explained to them what surgery it was. But God was gracious to me and allowed me to keep my voice, and I promised him with all my heart that I would use my voice for good. I didn't know how, I didn't know when or where. And so when you have invited me to speak, you've allowed me to make good on my promise that I made to God all those years ago. And that's what I often think when I speak to you on YouTube. I hope that you're having a great day, and until the next time we chat, bye-bye for now. God bless.